Can't wait until Thursday. My 48M wife, 44F, is going to be shocked. So, wife and I have been together 17 years. We are still stupid for each other, and she is the absolute love of my life, best friend, confidant, and co-conspirator. About 2 years ago she started having joint aches and pains, and some minor swelling in her hands, wrists, ankles, etc. So off we got to the GP, who gives us a consult to a rheumatologist. Come to find out, she has rheumatoid arthritis. No worries, she starts treatment. Fast forward to a month ago, when our North Texas weather decided to go full mental, and start changing temps and rain/weather by the hour it seemed. She woke up after overnight temp changes and thunderstorms, and her hands were huge. Worse, her small petite fingers looked like sausages. And even though she had been previously warned about this, had slept in her wedding ring. So, off to the doctor's office, where they had to cut off her ring. So, now for the bad, our rings were special ordered from Ireland and custom designed, and have words in Gaelic around the exterior of the ring, negating any type of repair, and they were designed and made 17 years ago. She was absolutely gutted. I assured her we would figure it out, and it wasn't a big deal, but I could tell, to her, it was. Begin Sherlock Holmes mode. I googled until I couldn't Google anymore. I was able to find that the original jeweler had closed up shop 10 plus years ago just due to age. I searched some more. I finally found his personal Facebook page, and I message him, and wait. I finally get a response from his daughter, that she had noticed a pending message on her DOS page, and that he passed away just 6 months ago. I express my condolences, and she asks what was the purpose of my inquiry. I go into this long diatribe about what had happened, etc. She tells me she understands, and is so sorry about what had happened. Fast forward a couple of weeks. I get a message on Facebook from an unknown person, until she explains this was the daughter of the jeweler. She explains that she went through all her dad's designs and looked up the approximate dates, and thinks she found the drawings, details, and molds in her dad's things, and wanted me to confirm. She sent pictures, and I confirmed that yes, those are our rings. She said she would get all of this to us as soon as possible, and asked for our address. I open my email this morning to find tracking information, and pictures of our rings. She went ahead and had her brother, who had taken over her father's business, make our wedding bands again, in her original size, and 2 extra in 2 larger sizes in case her condition causes her fingers to swell/change, and mailed them out to us, at no charge. I asked why they did both as mine was fine, and she said it would not be fair that my wife had to have a new ring, and I was allowed to keep my old one. She told me we needed to put our original set away, and to enjoy our new wedding bands. I asked about compensation, and she said she was honored to keep her dad's work and spirit alive. Our new wedding bands will be here Thursday. Trying to think of romantic way to present her with them, as she has no idea any of this took place. *Edit. I rarely keep anything from her, but didn't want to tell her I was trying, only for her to be ultimately disappointed. The absolute hardest thing for me from now until they arrive will be to not tell her, as we tell each other everything. So now I not only need to figure out how to do this, but not to spill the beans until then. Our friends nicknamed us Mickey and Mallory, as well as Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother, because we literally tell each other everything. *Edit 2, I thought about taking her to our local favorite restaurant, where I actually proposed to her. She's a nurse, VA nurse, how we met 18 years ago, and so always goes to the bathroom to wash her hands prior to ordering. When I originally proposed, I waited until she got up to wash her hands, dropped her ring in her wine glass, and waited. Am thinking of a repeat. *Edit 3, and to those of you saying I am awesome, not in the slightest. She is my world. She brought 2 sons to this Adwater family that were my pleasure to raise, and are now my best friends. She is the reason I breathe, and supported all of us when I went back to school to achieve my 2 doctorates to advance my career. She is my hero. I wake up every day to earn her all over again. This was one small thing I was able to do to bring her happiness. Her joy is why I have a heartbeat. And I don't give a good flying F** at a rolling donut if I seem sappy. If a man isn't allowed to get sappy over his wife, he shouldn't have one. Our wife had to have rings cut off due to swelling from arthritis. I went Hardy Boys and found original jeweler, who had passed away. Daughter found original mold/order, and recreated rings without my knowledge and mailed them out. Was seeking advice on how to give her the new wedding bands. Move on to the comment. Your idea of recreating the first proposal is perfect. She will be so surprised. This is so cool. I'm excited for you, smiley face. Yes, I agree, it's adorable, and this whole thing is just relationship goals. I would cry so hard if this happened. Upvoting specifically for still stupid for each other. Isn't that all any of us ever dream of? How about you tell her the story you just told us? P.S. Step 1, arrive at dinner, tell her about the story you've been dying to tell her, then show her the designs that the daughter sent to you as you tell it. This by itself is already so incredibly sweet. Step 2, order drinks to give your aunt/uncle plenty of time for some subtle/candid initial reaction pics as you tell the first half of the story. Step 3, when your wife leaves to wash her hands, complete the ring swap as you originally planned. Plot twist, but maybe put your ring in too so you can replace your rings together. Step 4, when she returns to discover the ring, complete the story, etc. etc. Step 5, sell the story rights to Hallmark/Lifetime because damn, that's the most heartwarming story I've ever heard on Reddit. However you decide to unveil it, what an amazing story and surprise. Thank you so much for posting. By the sounds of it, I'm not the only one whose day has been made by reading this. I'll definitely keep an eye out for updates. Edit. Holy cow, 2 gold and silver. Thank you, kind strangers. I arrived at work this morning, AUS time, to have a fellow Redditor run up to show me this post. Seeing the gold and silver was an absolute shock and a pretty funny way to start the day. Thank you. Freaking wingman category here. I will be using this exact outline, thanks. My man. Seriously, what a story. By the sounds of it, you're the last person to ever need a wingman, but glad I could be of some help. The idea was yours, you just didn't know it yet. Congratulations, mate, I'm sure you'll both have an amazing night. You know how people who go through traumatic things develop a sort of, not immunity really, but they just don't react the same anymore? This era of social media and going viral has sort of done the same to me for these sort of good news/super sweet stories. But this one got me. When she sent the rings without telling you. Ugh. I'm a super huge 40-something guy who looks more like he should be knocking heads than getting all emo about stuff like this, but here I am drying eyes in a parking lot. Nice. Half of the movie would be about these two, the other half about the family in Ireland grieving their father and getting a message out of the blue that gives them a task they can do to honor him and come to terms with their loss. They all meet up together in the final scene as a sappy country song plays. In the sequel, set at Christmas, one of the couple's sons falls in love with the jeweler's daughter, but they're struggling with the long distance. I'd pay $5.99 to rent this off of Amazon for girls' night. And that's high praise from me because I'm cheap AF and usually limit myself to free movies from Amazon. No. In the sequel, set at Christmas, one of the couple's sons falls in love with the jeweler's son, the one who made the new rings, and the jeweler's son makes a replica of the parents' rings when he proposes. Come on. This is Reddit. Sorry guys, had to delete/edit. A mutual friend was reading Reddit and once they saw this post with our known motto, she knew exactly who it was. She's going to keep it mum but told me to edit so it wouldn't be so noticeable. Unrelated-ish, but if your wife's medication isn't working as expected, I'd suggest she get checked for Lyme disease. My mom was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis until they recently discovered it was Lyme because the physical symptoms are very similar. It hasn't affected her neurologically, thank God, and she's finally on the correct treatment for late-stage Lyme after jumping through hoops to find a doctor that would actually treat her for it, because they really don't like treating Lyme disease in Canada for some reason. Oh, the wind must have kicked up a dust storm here. Alexa, is it normal for your eyes to leak after going on Reddit? This was the best thing I've ever read. If possible, I would try to recreate the original proposal as closely as possible. Alternatively, if you have any talent for sleight of hand, you could ask her for the old ring, wave you hands and present the magically fixed ring. Alternatively, you could slide the new ring on her finger in the morning before she wakes, so she's just like WTF when she wakes up. Good luck keeping the secret. Okay, with some Reddit inspiration, I contacted her aunt who does wedding photography professionally. I told her what was up, and see if her and her husband Ed can be at the restaurant that evening. They are a go. I am going to swing by and tell the owner what's up. We know them as we eat there about once a week, and our boys have been eating there since in the womb, LOL, and get tables reserved so pictures can be taken, and we can relieve our engagement. This is going to be legend, wait for it, Ari. Photos and video. Send the pics and videos to the jewelers and post an update here for all of us to see. If this is true. This is such an amazing story. I hope you get a reaction as amazing as this whole thing. I hope Op's wife doesn't read Reddit because this heartwarming story is going to get a lot of upvotes. This is the first post I read on Reddit today, and what a heartwarming and lovely way to start my day. Op better post an update so I can cry over that too. Oh my gosh dude, that's so amazing. I really needed to read something like this today. What a great story, and I'm so happy for you guys. Please update us when you give it to her. OMG, this is so friggin' amazing. You are a wonderful husband. Take her out, relieve that engagement feeling all over again. I can't wait to hear how this goes Thursday. Good luck keeping the secret. I suck at keeping happy secrets. This is cute. You're cute. That daughter is cute. You're all cute. God damn it, someone's cutting onions. Relationship goals right there. I am not crying, you are crying. This is so pure. My heart is filled with so much love. I am so happy for y'all. I am so happy for y'all.